How is it going, everybody? This is RBT or S3 Tide coming at you with that Alabama Auburn Iron Bowl video. First of all, I'd like to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope you had a great and blessed day. I just got back from my aunt's house and I'm kind of full. I just got out of the restroom and that wasn't a fun time. But hope you all, like I said, hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. And here we are to talk some football. And I apologize for the light, because it looked kind of weird when the light was on, so I turned it off and now it looked normal. So here we go. Saturday, the Iron Bowl has a bunch of implications behind it. If Alabama wins, more than likely we're going to the national championship game. So Auburn's plan is to ruin everything for Alabama, like our plan was last year when we came up that short. And if you look at my YouTube background, you see the never again thing. So we have a bunch to win back in this game. We want to own the state of Alabama for the next 364 days. That's what this game has. This is what the meaning of this game has. Whoever wins this game has bragging rights for 364 days. And believe me, we down here in the state of Alabama, we hear about it every single day for 364 days, and as long as till the next game is played. And I hope to God that we win this game, because if we win this game, or if we lose this game, with everything on the line that it is, we will not hear the end of it. But you know what? We're not going to lose. We are not. There is no possible way that I see us being able to lose. The only possible way I see us being able to lose is somehow Kyle Frazier and Auburn implemented that triple option that Georgia Southern did in that last game to perfection, and that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Trent Richardson is going to have a big game. Auburn's defense this year is just completely soft. Ever since that Utah State game, you just see that that defense is nowhere near what it needs to be SEC championship worthy, and it is not. The offense, which was Auburn's bread and butter last year, is not there anymore. You don't have Cam Newton. Gus Malzahn's tricky offense is not for naught. If Clint Mosley, personally, I like Clint Mosley. I pull for him because he came from a small school in Upper Alabama, Leroy High School. But I hope he throws 28 picks this game. I could care less. I see this game being more of an 08 game. I don't think we're going to shut Auburn out, but it's going to be close. I'm going to go ahead and give you my prediction for the game. I believe we win this game 31-14. I believe we have a few offensive struggles. But whenever we work the kinks out of our offense going into the second half, we will pull away with this. And I think Auburn will have a few plays where they maybe a kickoff, maybe a long run, maybe a long pass where they busted coverage and Emory Blake gets behind them and scores. But that's the only way I see Auburn scoring. They will not be able to run the ball on us at all. Michael Dyers, I'll give it to him. He's a great back, but he's not going to get anything on us. His offensive line is too young and soft to do anything with Dante, Jesse Williams, Courtney Upshaw, C.J. Mosley, Josh Chapman. They're just going to be way too much for Auburn's offensive line to handle. But I think Trent will have a great game. I say Trent over 150 yards, if not 200. He possibly could win the Heisman in this game, depending on how LaMichael James, David Wilson, Virginia Tech, Andrew Luck, RG3 all do in their next game. He's still right up there in the possible Heisman chance. And yeah, this is Auburn's only chance to win. Well, they're at home, that's for one thing, and I'll give it to them. They have a good stadium. Their fans are gonna be loud as mess, but there's no way. Our team is just head and shoulders over Auburn this year. Gus Malzahn, I believe after this year he's gonna be gone. I believe he'll take the North Carolina job because his offense is too gimmicky to work in the SEC, and the longer he stays, the more his stock value is going to drop. And when he gets an offer like he will at North Carolina, which is a pretty good head coaching job, he should go ahead and take it. And I believe he will, and I'm sorry for my dog barking in the background, but yeah, Trent Richardson I believe is going to have a great game. I believe A.J. McCarron's going to have a decent game, just needs to manage the ball. Just Auburn, there's no chance I believe they win this game. There's just no chance. It's just you're too much corner. Who cares if it's not gonna grow anymore? Who cares if they die? Because you're not gonna have a need for it. Because you're not gonna have to roll after this game. Because you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose big time, and you're gonna be for the next 364 days. You're gonna be the the team who we trash talk about, because Auburn, you're our little brother. The only reason you won the national championship last year was because of Nick Fairley and Cam Newton. If Cam Newton was not there last year, you were best 8-5 team. But Cam Newton, one of the best players, I'll say it, one of the best players to ever come out of college football. One of the best players to ever play for Auburn, right up there with the Bo Jackson talks. I think Bo Jackson has a little bit of an edge on him, but he's still. What's the main reason y'all won? And I'll be honest, I have no clue. Y'all might have paid him, y'all might have not, but I'm not gonna be that ignorant Alabama fan saying, yeah, paid him, blah blah blah. But there's still stuff surrounding that. So maybe y'all just won because y'all played a player. But I'm not gonna say that y'all won it. But that's the only reason why. Gus Malzahn's offense is not gonna work, and it's just not gonna work in the SEC when he doesn't have a fast quarterback. He has Kyle Frazier, but what does he have? 4 pass attempts this year? No. And AJ McCarron, I think he has a pretty good game. He'll come out the gates on a few short passes, get some confidence in him, and throw a few downfield. If you can hit, alright, if AJ can hit the downfield pass this game, if you can hit the fade route, we will win by 30 or more points. That is my prediction. But if we have to rely on the running game, we'll win by 14 to 20 points. It all depends on AJ's how he plays, how he throws the deep ball. That is AJ's problem, is his accuracy in the deep ball. He has all the arm strength in the world. He makes pretty good decisions, but I mean, you can look at the stats. He's right up there in QB accuracy, QB rating, yards thrown. I think he's 3rd in yards thrown, like 2nd in rating. I actually think his completion percentage is like I think the best in the SEC, but his only problem is he cannot hit the downfield pass. A lot of those yardage, I would say, is from little screen passes to Trent, or little dump-off passes that the receiver brought it for a lot of yards after the catch, after the catch. But yeah, I believe we go into Auburn and we just silence the crowd completely. This will be nothing like the 08 game, or 09 game, sorry, where we had to come back in the 4th quarter and win. We have too many studs on defense. We're a lot faster than we were now. Well, where we were then. We're not going to let them do any reverses. We're going to be on the contain. Our defense is going to be ready. If they come out running the triple option, I believe we'll have a defense in there to implement that we implemented this past week to stop it. And I think this is just going to be a great game. We have to go in there and win to prove to pollsters that we are deserving of that number 2 spot. And if Arkansas wins, we're deserving of that number 1 spot. Actually, I believe, well, my opinion and my beliefs is I hope that Arkansas beats LSU, because I want to go in the SEC championship game. I could care less about having that extra bye week. I mean, that bye week would be great, but I don't want people taking stuff away from us. Oh, you won the national championship because you didn't win your division, you didn't win your conference, blah 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 blah. I think we should go ahead and win the SEC championship game, so we have nobody doubting us, because I want that 14th national championship game. I really do. And I don't want anybody saying anything about it, anything taken away from it. And that is it, guys. I believe we go into Auburn, silence the crowd. I believe we hit them in the mouth. I believe Trent has a big game. I believe AJ has a pretty good game. Our defense is going to shut down Michael Dyer, Entre McCaleb, Clint Mosley, Kyle Frazier, Emory Blake. I just believe we'll shut them down all together, and I believe we win 31-14. That is it, guys. It's going to be a big game. Make sure you tune into it, 2:30 CBS Saturday. That is it. Roll Tide.